Eileo guys, and welcome back. And in today's video, as the title has described, we have the developer's notes here for February 2024, so let's go ahead and give it a go. Now, Mr. Dong Jin Lee here is already talking about almost our 7.5 anniversary. Weird way to say that, 7.5th anniversary. Maybe it's a translation issue, but anyways, let's see what we have going on here. So, for the February update, we are getting a new 5-star Astromon named Prajna? Probably slaughtering that name. I gotta look it up maybe after this video here, so hopefully I can get that corrected by the time that this Astromon comes out. But he is coming over to Leticia. He is a man. He reminds me of Inuyasha, though more so basically like the male version of Miho, because obviously we see the 6 tails and we see ears. That's just Miho, or what are they called? Aren't they called something like, doesn't it call like a Theratropin or something like that? Isn't that terminology for like 6-tailed fox-looking creatures? Whatever, but Prajna, who is a fox Astromon who also knows how to use Taoism, is coming into the game here, so make sure you guys subscribe to see that review. And let's see what else here. We have the Oath Under Starlight event. It looks like there's Lilaps too, so is that going to give us the ability to get Lilaps? Instant evolution stage 2 for your event Astromon. So maybe that is a good way to get her. I don't have any of her. Like legit, I've never pulled one of her. So that would be an interesting way to hopefully obtain this Astromon and at least get her to Evo 2 for free. Select and obtain a 5-star Astromon and grow it to its Evo 3 by completing missions. Dude, I'm down for that. That sounds great. This is a great way for players like myself who've been playing this game since 1957 to get one of these Astromon that we have yet to pull, just because the pool is so diluted, or not diluted, but yeah, actually diluted. Because there's just so many Astromon, it's hard to kind of pinpoint since there's no way for us to like select the top 3 Astromon that we want, which would be another great feature for the festivals here, even if it's just RGB, and also for newer players that need those big hitting Astromon or those specific Astromon for niche situations like the Apophis or even hitting Titans in this manner, just to give you that head start. You know, you have 16 units that you have to worry about in terms of Titans and Apophis or Apophis. I keep changing his name up, but if you can get one for free to Evo 3 just by participating in said events, heck dude, why not? I think this is great. And it looks like Masters will be able to select one of the Fire, Water / Wood Hero Festival Astromon in this event. So if you're missing a Merlin, that's great. Balron is not as popular as she was before, but you know, we'll have to see. We would definitely have to see here. So that sounds freaking fantastic to me, man. Some content may change after updates are applied since it is under development stage. Good to know. This also shows that adjusted Astromon balance. The stats and skills of certain 4 and 5-star Astromon will be adjusted based on the feedback from the masters. A long time ago, we did have some big updates. I think it was like 1 or 2 of them, and they never changed Dark Arthur. I don't see him right here, and I'm hinting towards maybe they're changing these Astromon in particular because we have them pulled up here specifically, and not just a random batch. So I'm curious to see how Zubaji is going to be affected. Of course, Water Indra, but honestly, Water Leo, Dark Beetle, Dark Eve even, and most of all Dark Poseidon. I'm very interested to see how that goes, because I think Dark Poseidon is a dark type, but he's a tank with Courageous Strike, which by all means is just, yeah. Yeah, also adjusted region defense here. The Titan's maximum level will be expanded to 400. That's probably because of True Hero Luca. More on that later here. With the Titan level expansion, new clan rewards section based on the level of rated boss will be added. Hopefully that means more Astro Gems. Also as a way to resolve the difficulty gap for Light and Dark Titans, 7.5 years later, incoming, the damage received will be reduced by half when attacked by the opposite element. So if I'm reading that correctly, the damage that you would take will be halved, meaning there's going to be just more survivability all across the board in terms of Astromon that you're using, at least in regards to Light and Dark. That may be very interesting, and I think that is actually a very good way to kind of mitigate some of the issue of hidden Light and Dark Titans. Not so much Dark in my opinion, but especially Light, because There's Dark Ender. He does have double Courageous Strike. There's other teams from RGB that can also hit Light Titan. The issue, however, is that the optimal teams, especially for RGB, let's say maybe Merlin or Shinobi, etc. like that, may already be used or have to be used for that specific team of hitting the RGB Titan. So there doesn't really leave any room for Light Titan to be hit unless it's by select people. Now I'm talking over here at a very competitive level of dudes out there pushing the Titan levels to their limits, not me. If I see something for Titans, I have teams built for all of them, which is probably why my gym quality isn't as spicy. But if I see Titans going and I have a team that can go, I don't care. I'll hit it. Sometimes I do have to hit Light Titan, but 9 times out of 10, it's not something that I like super rely on. So hopefully that will definitely help to, like, you know, even up the whole player field. iOS, I don't have iOS. I don't have Apple Money is all I can say here. 7.5th anniversary events. More gold, of course. Looks like maybe a skill book, ticket. Gem slot converter, always good to see. Looks like a 5-star egg. Gleam selection. We get some Astro Gems. What are those? What are those? 5-star Astromon and some pulls. Overall, good stuff. I mean, this is free, so it is what it is. But yeah, this one's pretty short, you guys. I think it's good news, though. Curious to see how Titans is going to develop with that big change going forward. Not so much just the level, but with the whole effect to the Light and Dark Titans. Very interested to see what goes on with the balance for these Astromon too, because that will of course mean updated videos depending on how big or drastic that these changes are. And if you guys come across any videos that are kind of outdated, because I've done a couple by couple, I mean I've done probably like 100 of them within the past 3 years, that some of those that I haven't gotten to yet may still need to be updated, but for the most part I think things are fairly accurate outside of the content that I reviewed those Astromon for that, you know, was never added until after the fact. But yeah, I think it's cool. I may actually get a Laylaps, I keep changing her name, or maybe a Baby Girl B, because I slaughtered her name too. I think I only have the Fire one at Evo 2. So, I don't know. It'll probably end up being a waifu here, but we got to see what Prajna also brings to the table. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Feel free to leave in the comments below about what you guys think about the developer's notes. You excited? Because it's free stuff, so you better be excited. And yeah, that's pretty much it.